Monday, guys. Okay, I'm going to try and make this video in under 5 minutes, but I have a lot to talk about, so I have to talk really fast. First off, the Harry Potter movie. It was pretty good. I laughed a lot. It was the funniest one I think they've made. It was probably also the best one I think they've made because I don't know. The other ones kind of bugged me. This one bugs me too, don't get me wrong, but the other ones bugged me more. So I think it's probably the best one they've made so far. But Lavender Brown annoyed the heck out of me. I know she's supposed to be an annoying character. I know that annoying characters can be done properly, and she just really, really annoyed me. Okay. My one question, and I'm going to try not to ruin this because I don't think Ashley's finished the books, and I'm not sure if Megan's seen the movie yet. But the last scene, my question revolves around the wand and how those issues are going to be resolved in the next movies. Apparently there's 2 movies coming out. I didn't know that. And how that's going to be resolved because the books don't follow that, and I'm very curious. Okay, book week. I want you guys to make your book review in 1 minute or less. Okay, my book review. It's actually about a whole series, but it starts with the first book, Naked in Death. Here's the thing. The books have some questionable scenes in it, so you can't really recommend it for people under 18 unless you're willing to skip those scenes. But the whole series is amazing. It focuses on a New York City cop in the future, and it's really interesting to see how the whole city's portrayed in this like futuristic environment where it's not too far away, but there's definitely things in it that we don't have now. I recommend starting with Naked in Death, which is the first book, because then you'll understand the sequential books. Most of them you can pick them up and just read them and enjoy them, but if you miss out on the first one, you're not going to understand a lot of the background information. So start with Naked in Death. It's by J.D. Robb, who's also Nora Roberts, but the J.D. Robb name is when she writes her mystery series, not the romance series. Yeah, good books. I forget what the first one focuses on because there's like 34 books now and I've read them all, and that was a really long time ago that I read that one. But yeah, J.D. Robb In Death series. The first one's Naked in Death. Yes. Also, I'm sad. GeoCities. GeoCities, a long time ago, well, it's now owned by Yahoo, but a long time ago it wasn't owned by Yahoo. And GeoCities was a free web hosting place where anyone could go sign up for a name, you could make a site. There was also another one, but I don't remember what it was. But I mean, GeoCities has been around for ages. It was like, GeoCities was my childhood web design. I mean, that's where all my Hanson fan stuff was put. I remember, like, gosh, over almost 10 years ago, Justin and I worked on a site, and it used a lot of primitive stuff, but it was still, like, the first website. And GeoCities, I mean, it literally is my childhood web design place, and it's closing. As of October 26, 2009, GeoCities will no longer exist, which is very sad. But what also is sad is the fact that all these sites that were made like 10, 12 years ago, granted they may not be updated anymore, but you've probably gone to a GeoCities site once or two that had helpful information, and they're all going to be gone. Internet Archives is doing their best to archive as many GeoCities sites as possible before they close, and if you have a GeoCities site you like, you can go suggest it for consideration to archive. I personally have like 3 or 4 GeoCities sites, not that I can remember all their names, but I know they're there. And a lot of the fan fiction that I've read was always done on GeoCities, and it makes me really sad to think that in a couple months all this stuff from my past and all this, like, I mean, it's like web history even. I mean, people did this way before Web 2.0 and I mean Web 3.0 and HTML5 is going to be coming out, which is a lot to put in this video because I don't know if you guys even care about this, but it's like history that's disappearing, and it makes me really, really sad. I found this out last night, and I kind of wanted to cry because it's like all this stuff is going to just disappear and no one's going to have it anymore. It's not going to be out there where you go through millions of searches, and maybe that's when you find it. After like 1 million pages you hit a GeoCities page, but it's important. It makes me really sad to think of this stuff disappearing. So yeah, I don't know if there's any way to start a petition to save GeoCities, but if I had the money I'd totally buy them out and keep it. So Megan, I can't wait to see your challenge later this week. I really like the idea of rotating challenges. And Sierra, I will see you tomorrow.